Tom Brady is the greatest and most accomplished football player that the NFL has ever seen. But what if I told you that the chokehold he had on the NFL world was far from over when he played his final snap? Despite being retired for 2 years, Brady is still just as big, if not bigger, in the football world than he was during his playing days. While he's no longer taking the field every Sunday, fans are still seeing him more than ever. Today, we're gonna break down how the GOAT is remaining at the forefront during the early years of his retirement, covering his multitude of brands, companies that he has endorsement deals with, charities he works alongside, his new role with an NFL team, and the players that he has taken under his wing. Brady's brands. The first of Brady's brands that we'll take a look at is TB12 Nutrition. This brand focuses on supplements and workout equipment for not only world-class athletes, but even average gym goers. With the tagline, "The method inspired by Tom Brady," anyone can also have some of the supplements that kept Brady playing at a high level for over 2 decades in the NFL. Currently, there are only 14 products offered, spanning from electrolyte powder and plant-based protein powder to sleep supplements and even water bottles. Along with the offerings of TB12 Nutrition, the website is also shared with one of Brady's clothing brands, No Bull. This is also an athletic brand, featuring workout clothes and a multitude of gym or running shoes. It's clear that Brady has found his niche in the clothing market, with him also partnering with Dick's Sporting Goods to create the clothing line Brady by Tom Brady Clothing. This is a more casual clothing line, less focused on being strictly for working out or training, and something that people can also wear in their day-to-day life. When speaking about the Brady brand, Tom was quoted as saying, "Well, I think the intention was to create a brand that's going to be around for a long time. I have a very athletic lifestyle. It's not just an athletic life, but I'm constantly going between things for my kids as I've gotten older, to business meetings, to working out and training. I wanted to create something that can sustain the entire part of the day, and it's gotta look great. I want it to be timeless. When I look back years from now, it's not something that I'm like, man, what was I wearing? I really wanted to use the things that I've learned about performance, being technical about the details. That's what mattered and had mattered in my football career. There was great intention of trying to accomplish something really special, and there was a lot of details that went into our work, and there was a lot of creativity to what we're doing." It's clear that his array of brands are taking off at a very impressive pace. As well received as they've been up to this point, there's a strong chance that Brady's intention of making these brands that will stand the test of time will come true. Other brands he endorses. Tom Brady is one of, if not the biggest name to ever wear an NFL jersey. As a result of this, there are few brands in the world that wouldn't kill to have an endorsement deal with him. This, paired with his on-field achievements, gave him the chance to be very picky with the brands that he chooses to endorse, and will now highlight a few of the most notable. The first being Aston Martin. Brady has had a long-standing relationship with the luxury car company beginning in 2017 when he signed a deal to be the face of the brand. The two have remained close in 2023, inking a new $10 million deal. While Brady has had success launching his own clothing brand for over a decade now, he's remained an Under Armour athlete as an ambassador for the brand. Unsurprisingly, due to his accomplishments on the field, he's taken a deal with EA Sports in the past to be a cover athlete for the Madden franchise, appearing on the cover of Madden NFL 22 alongside Patrick Mahomes. Recently, he partnered with T-Mobile, featuring in commercials alongside former New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers teammate Rob Gronkowski. However, with all the endorsements that Brady has taken over the years, there were bound to be a couple that missed the mark. The first being a partnership with Subway. While the commercials had nothing wrong with them, it was a bit ironic for him to take the deal considering that Brady notoriously doesn't eat bread. Along with this, his deal with the cryptocurrency trading platform FTX got him in some hot water after the company's founder Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested and charged with stealing from customers to finance billions in political contributions, charitable donations, and investments in other startups. Even with a few endorsements that didn't quite pan out or look the best for Brady's brand, he still kept up a squeaky clean image that marketing departments across the world are dying to work with. Charities he's involved with. Aiding in this brand-friendly image is Brady's extensive charity work. Along with the numerous organizations he's been involved with, he also founded a charity himself, the TB12 Foundation. This charity is focused on helping fellow athletes with a mission statement of helping athletes get the medical, nutritional, and cognitive help they need to succeed and continue succeeding. The charity hosts an annual marathon in Boston, and since its formation has raised well over $1 million. One of the biggest charities that Brady has worked with is Best Buddies International, where he serves as a global ambassador. This charity helps over 200 million disabled children and adults across the world. Their main focus for kids is aiding them in making friends in school, while they assist in finding job opportunities for adults. He's also donated $35,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America, an after-school program that helps children reach their full potential. During his time with the New England Patriots, Brady did work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, taking two groups of kids on a tour of G.O.A.T Stadium, watching film together, and taking pictures in the trophy room. However, similar to his endorsements, there's been a bit of controversy surrounding some of his charity work. During their divorce proceedings, it was unveiled that Brady and his then-wife Gisele Bündchen's foundation donated $640,402 to various groups, most of which went to meditation foundations. These donations occurred over a 12-year span, with many alleging that the foundation was created as a tax haven for the couple rather than an organization focused on making positive change. New ownership. With Brady being someone who came back from retirement just months after announcing it, anyone could have guessed that he was not going to be away from the game for long. Early this season, he became a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, now owning 5% of the team. When announcing his new ownership of the team, he was quoted as saying, "I'm eager to contribute to the organization in any way I can, honoring the Raiders' rich tradition while finding every possible opportunity to improve our offering to fans, and most importantly, win football games." Brady and his co-investor Tom Wagner got in at $244 million for 5% of the team. This is an absolute steal, as the Raiders are currently valued at $6.7 billion, meaning that Brady's piece of the team is already worth $335 million. So far through the history of the league, teams' values have only gone up, meaning that Brady was given one heck of a deal to join the ownership group. The only downside of this purchase is that it does appear as if he will have to wait a bit before he can deliver on his biggest promise to Raiders fans, bringing them winning football. Currently, Las Vegas is one of, if not the worst team in the entire league. There are countless holes in the roster that even Brady in his prime couldn't overcome. Pairing this with the litany of coaches that have already been fired or will be on their way out the door by the time the 2025 season comes around, he may be in for a very few rough seasons in his first handful of years as an owner. Along with becoming a minority owner of the Raiders, Brady has also remained close to the game through his new career as a broadcaster for Fox Sports. While it's taken him some time to adapt to the role and fans across the league were ostracizing him in his first couple of called games, he's made strides and is now holding his own in the booth. Despite his playing days being over, Brady still found a way to be around the game every Sunday. Mentoring the next generation of players. Since his retirement and even in his final couple of seasons, Brady has taken it upon himself to pass the immense amount of knowledge that he picked up during his over 20-year career onto the next generation of quarterbacks. While there have been numerous players he's taken under his wing, we'll only cover a handful of them. First being Mac Jones. Jones was given the impossible role of replacing Brady on the New England Patriots. This is a shadow that arguably anyone in NFL history would have been able to grow out of, but Tom did what he could to help him out. When speaking about Brady, Jones was quoted as saying, "He's definitely a legend. I have all the respect for him. He's a great guy. He's actually helped me a lot already, just talking to him or whatever. He's been a great mentor and stuff. He's a great player. Love watching his film." Heading into the 2024 season, he spoke with some of the top players in the upcoming rookie class, including Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Brock Bowers, and Drake May at a Fanatics event. Brady took to Instagram to speak about the event, saying, "I had a great morning with Fanatics, Michael Rubin, and some of the future players that will shape our great league, NFL. I'll always cherish the opportunity to talk to these young men who are about to start a monumental chapter of their lives. I would never be in the place I am today without incredible people and mentors that came into my life at the right time and at the right pace. There are too many to mention, but I have been blessed in so many ways. I feel we should always use our experiences to help others and pay it forward to see the next generation grow as well, so they can live their dreams and maximize their potential." Arguably, the young quarterback that Brady has gushed over the most since his retirement is C.J. Stroud. When speaking about him and his approach to the game, Brady said, "CJ is a good example. I really appreciate where he came from and all the expectations that he had and what he went through and put together last year with a lot of humility. When I watch quarterbacks, the first thing I watch is, does he endear himself to his teammates? He does feel like one of those guys." It looks like Brady has picked a winner with Stroud as he continues to prove himself as one of the most promising young talents at the quarterback position that the league has to offer. Will Brady be able to mold an eventual successor? While Brady has taken and likely will continue to mentor the next generation of players, it raises the question, will he eventually be able to mold his successor? The simple answer is no. No matter how closely he works with the player, we'll never see another Tom Brady, a player who was able to suit up for 23 seasons and go on to be the focal point of arguably the best dynasty of all time, while winning 7 Super Bowls and setting almost every career passing record imaginable.